So I told y'all I was coming back after using the OnePlus Watch 24 hours later. And I'm gonna tell y'all right now, OnePlus, y'all gotta come to the altar because we got a whole lot to talk about in this video about this watch. Let's get started. What up, y'all? It's your boy CKid here, man. And we got to talk about this OnePlus Watch. Now, again, I've had this watch now literally for only 24 hours. I did an unboxing of it. If you guys want to check that out, link it down below, right up here. Y'all already know the deal by now. Also, before we get too deep into this, I want you guys right now, go ahead, tell me how many likes is on this video at the time of you guys watching it, because I just want to know, you know what I mean? I'm curious to get that feedback from you guys. And then also just, you know, just say what up in the comments. Let's go ahead and talk about this watch. Now, the first thing I want to talk about with this watch in regards is the build quality, because we're gonna get into the stuff, but I'm gonna say that for a little bit. Now, the build quality, I'm not even gonna front y'all. The build quality on this watch, I actually love the look of it. I love the design. I love kind of like the black outline frame with kind of like this slate gray stainless steel, like this black stainless steel. Looks really, really good. I ain't even gonna lie. Like, I would rock this as a daily watch from a look perspective. And I'm being very clear on that. From a look perspective is the only way I'm rocking this watch as a daily watch, right? Look wise, looks good. I think the band also feels good as well. I literally wore this going to sleep, and we're gonna talk about that here in a second. Another thing I gotta say is from a durability perspective, this watch is also good as well, because there was a couple times yesterday when I was just kind of in the room or whatever, and I was like working under the desk, and I would hit it accidentally up against this desk here. I also nicked it on the door. There's no scratches on the screen, anything like that. There's also no scratches around the frame or anything like that as well. So from a durability perspective and just a build quality overall, I think it's solid. I'm not even gonna front. Now, OnePlus, we gotta get into it. Using this watch now for 24 hours, let's talk about some of the things I just don't like with this watch at all. First thing I don't like is when I was using it with the OnePlus 9 that I got right here, the first thing I just absolutely cannot stand is the 8-second like going to sleep. Like, I do not understand why I can't set this to like either never go to sleep, or at least just set it to something like 5 minutes or whatever. Give me something that's more than just 8 seconds, because literally every single time that like I'm on the watch and I'm like looking at something, I could just be like reading something and then boom, it just goes back to the always on display in a lock state. And so I'm kind of like, but I'm reading that, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm looking at my heart rate data, or I'm looking at like my blood oxygen or my sleep data, and then it just goes to sleep. And then also, even when you're like reading like notifications that come up, like you're reading it and then it's just like boom, goes to sleep on you. And then you can't just tap the screen to just wake it to go back to that, which I would be kind of cool with that if I could just tap it or whatever and go back to it. Then I think that would be somewhat acceptable, but you have to press the button on the side to reactivate it and then it pops back up. But it's just, I don't like it. Give me the option to be able to never make this watch go to sleep, or set it to like 5 minutes, then go to sleep or something like that. When it comes to the raise to wake feature, I ain't gonna lie, the raise to wake feature is actually really good on here. Honestly, the raise to wake feature on here is actually better than my Apple Watch. I'm not even gonna front that. Literally every time I'm here, boom, it pops up, no problem at all. So I do gotta give kudos to OnePlus on that. Oh, don't worry, OnePlus, I'm getting back to these buckets. Now, the next thing we gonna talk about that I just don't understand with this watch that kind of frustrated me is, okay, I can get my text messages or whatever to pop up on here, but I can't reply to the message on the watch. Like, give me the option to be able to reply to it on here if I don't necessarily have my phone nearby or something like that. The other thing that's the issue for me with this watch is there is no messaging app. How do you have a smartwatch, right, with no messaging application on here? Like, I'm scrolling through here and I'm like, okay, well, maybe I can go in my messaging and just kind of see all of my messages that I have, right? It doesn't exist on the watch. I still have to use my phone in order to reply back to my messages, as well as see all of my messages that I have, which kind of defeats the whole purpose of having a smartwatch, to be able to kind of see and mirror things that are on your phone with your watch if you're not close to your phone, if that makes sense, right? So messages, OnePlus, please get that on this watch because it is absolutely needed. The other thing that I did notice with this watch that is not accurate at all, and if you're buying this as a watch for fitness, I would not look at this watch from a fitness perspective, because I literally wore this watch all day yesterday. I'm still wearing it right now. At the time of this video, I literally just shot an M1 Mac Mini video. If you haven't checked that out, link for that is down in the description section below. I literally wore it in that video, whatever, walking around and different things like that. And and when I go to my steps was at like 52. And I'm like, okay, I wore it all day yesterday. I wore it today. I'm still wearing it right now as I'm shooting this video. And my steps, like right now, it's increased to 369. So you mean to tell me I wore it all day yesterday? I did some out and about type stuff. I walked around the neighborhood a little bit, even walked around in my house with it on. And you mean to tell me between yesterday and today, I only took 369 steps? That doesn't seem right, right? Yeah, don't seem right to me either. So yeah, when it comes to that, I would probably go Fitbit, or maybe an Apple Watch, or maybe a Samsung Galaxy Watch if you're looking for something with that. Let's go ahead and kind of talk about the differences of this watch when it comes to having an application, right? In my initial video that I did where I unboxed this watch, I told you guys in that video, I said, I wish that OnePlus would have split out the application from giving us a OnePlus Watch application that is strictly allow me to be able to add my watch faces as well as be able to add music to the watch, because that's a whole thing we're gonna talk about too. Give me a separate application for that that's separate than my health app. Now I understand the health app to be able to track all of that information and so forth, because I'm not even gonna lie, when it comes to the health app, in regards to getting all of your information as far as your sleep data, because like I said, I did wear this going to sleep, and I gotta be honest, it tracked it really well when it comes to my sleep patterns, because it literally mapped it. I went to bed last night at like 1:52 a.m. Like I said, I wore it all day yesterday and still wearing it today. Went to bed at like 1:52 a.m. and then I purposely, just to test it out, I set an alarm on my watch to wake me up at 9:30 this morning. And when I woke up, literally it stopped it at 9:31 as my sleeping time. I will say, if you are looking for a watch that's gonna be really good for tracking your sleeping patterns, then I will say this is a watch that's gonna be good for that, because so it said I slept for 7 hours and 40 minutes, and then it says I was in a light sleep for 5 hours and 42 minutes and a deep sleep for 1 hour and 58 minutes. And I slept from 1:52 a.m. to 9:31 a.m. And I gotta be honest, that part I will say is really good when it comes to this watch. Let's go ahead and talk about the music side. Now y'all already know I love music, I love headphones, I love creating music and all that type of stuff like that. So naturally, right, when I heard that you can have your music be downloaded onto this watch, I was like, oh, this is a really dope feature, because now I don't need my phone to be with me if I'm out and about walking around a neighborhood or whatever, just doing like jogging or whatever. Even if I'm on my Super 73 riding around or whatever, I can just have this watch on, have my music downloaded to the watch, Bluetooth connected earbuds, boom, I'm good, right? Until you can't actually do it. So this is why I wish there was a split out between applications, because within this health application, I kept getting an error message every single time that I tried to add a song. Every time I would add a song, it would say, you need to charge the phone up to 30% plus, right? And I'll throw up a screenshot showing you guys exactly what I was doing. So then I finally had it closed out the application several times, then eventually allowed me to upload the song. So now I'm in the upload process, uploading the song, right? Then I noticed it's taking freaking forever to upload a 1 minute song. All right, what up y'all? So I'm just still doing some testing within my first 24 hours here with the OnePlus Watch. Now, I'm trying to add some music to the watch just so I can test that feature out, right? So I got one of my intro songs. Y'all know my intro songs are probably nothing longer than like 45 seconds to a minute at max. I'm uploading one of these right now. It's only a 60 megabyte file, and this thing is, I'm at like 15 minutes in, and it's only at just a little over 50% that you guys can see right here, probably like 60% or so. I don't know why it takes so long to get stuff on this watch. Like, I can't even imagine trying to upload an entire album. Just wanted to stop in and let y'all know that. So I went ahead, I said, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and wait it out with this. I waited it out. Then it got to the part where it was fully uploaded or whatever. Then it takes you to the screen where it just spins in circles and circles and circles, and the song never gets uploaded. Literally, I've been trying for a full day to get one song, just one of my intro songs to be uploaded here. Like literally, I have the song right here. It's my AirTag song that I have right here on the phone. I literally cannot get it to upload to the watch. So I will say, if you're looking to buy this watch for something like that, do not try and do it, because the application on the phone does not work, and me trying to get it to go from the phone to the watch does not work either. I still can't get it to work. I'm gonna continue trying it because again, I'm gonna come back with my 48 hours and see if that has been resolved. To be honest with you guys, when it comes to this watch, I will say I don't feel like this is more of a smartwatch. I feel like this is more of a Fitbit with like a little bit of extra features. I would buy a Fitbit before I actually buy this watch. Being all honest with you guys, I feel like it's great hardware, but the software side of it is just really, really bad, guys. It's just so much that's just not here with this watch. I just honestly, at this point, with just my 24-hour review of using it, it's just not good at all, guys. But yeah, like I said, I'm gonna continue to keep using this watch. I'm gonna come back 48 hours, and then again, I'm gonna do some long-term content with this watch just to see, like, with updates, have they improved it or anything like that. But at the time of this video, I will say to you guys, I cannot recommend the OnePlus Watch just because software-wise, it's just not there. The application on the phone is just not there. OnePlus needs to split that out. You should not have that in all of one application just because you're just trying to do too much in one. I hope that gave you guys some clarity with this watch. We're just using it so far. Again, make sure you guys check out the unboxing of that mishap. Boom, bada bing. All right, cool. So now we good. That happened in that video because yeah, you know, I let y'all see the real and raw in my videos. So, you know, if you want to see something funny in that video, go check that out right now. See y'all in the next one. Squad.